So we have another one by GDC called Lavender in the Fog. Um, oh, digits equidistant from the Lavender zipper line. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen zipper line stuff. They sum to the digit in the middle. All zipper lines are 5 cell long, and they only move orthogonally. And they can't share cells with other zipper lines. And we have white crop keys and black crop keys. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, well these two must be part of the same zipper line because they can't share a cell. So this must be a thing like this. And we'll keep it with the green. That must be a thing like this. Geez, we don't get a lot to work with right off the bat, do we now? So let's see, we need something that gives us two numbers that can add up to 2, right? So it needs to be at least a 5. So let's start from there. Let's start with this assumption here, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Now, if it's 9, this could be 8 and 1. So does this always have to be 1 in this case, right? If it's 9? Yeah, because it's a crop key. This will always have to be 1 lower than it, and then we need to add it to 1 in order to make it equal to it. So that's always a 1. That's kind of cool. Got a little thingy here, and now one of these needs to extend down or over to the left or right. Does it mean that row 6, column 6, this one is a 1? No. No, it meant this one is a 1. So these two add up to this number, and then these two add up to this number. It's the equidistant from the thing. Yeah. You have the right idea. It's just wrong rules. But yeah, okay. So here, well, okay. What can this be? This can't be a 1, 2. It could be a 2, 4, and it could be a 3, 6, and it could be a 4, 8. They're all possible. But the middle is either here or here, right? This one is much tougher. I don't know why I always save the tougher ones at the end. It's a glutton for punishment, but we've got plenty of time for the stream. So let's try to figure this one out. It has to be something to do with this black crop key, right? So, because we figured out the white crop key does a thing here. So if this was the center, let's say, right? And let's say this just extends down for whatever reason. If this was the center, then does this black crop key matter at all? Probably not, right? 2, 3, 2, 3. We're probably looking at a 7 or higher. But if the middle was here, then it has to be a relatively high number, like an 8. 8, 4. Okay, maybe this is it. I think what I'm thinking right now is that the center has to be here and it can't be here. Because so if it was a 6, 3, for example, right? And then these two both needs to be 3s. If it is an 8, 4, then both of these need to be 4. And this is always the case because of the ratio, right? Even 2, we need these two to be both 1s. And flipping them doesn't make sense because this will have to be the center, right? This can't be the center because the line only is 5. So this has to be the center, which means the line goes either here or here. Maybe we'll mark the center this so we know where it is. So we know this has to be the center. And now, going back to the thing I said before, right? The smallest this could be is a 2, 4, which means at minimum this needs to be a 5. At minimum, it's a 5. Right, because this could be a 4 into a 1 and a 2 into a 3. That's possible. Now, is there any numbers we're not using? I don't have to deal with zeros anymore because we're not doing the Schrodinger puzzle anymore. But we are missing, we're missing 2, 3, and no, we have 4. We're missing 2 and 3 somewhere. Can this be an 8? That's what I'm thinking right now. This could be an 8 into a 1, and this would be a 9. This would be a 4 into a 5. I think the line at least rules 5 out of row 4, column 6. 6, 7, 8, 9 would be broken. You might be right? Because if we use a 5 here, then now we're using 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's no way to make any other number, so yeah. Could take 5 and 4. 6 would leave us with a 3 to play with on the other line. Six might not work either, right? Because 6 will require the 5. Then it leaves 3 to add up to 7, which we would need a 10. So I don't think it could be 6 either. Let me just double think my math here, right? Because 6 would require 1, 2, 4, and 5, leaving the 3 to play with the 7 to add up to 10. So yeah, I don't think that's possible either. So we could take 6 out. That leaves us with a 7 now. 7 guaranteed a low number that we can play with another low number. In fact, I think they can add up to 7. Right? Let's see. 7 uses a 6 and a 1. And let's say we use the 2 and the... Does this work though? Okay. If we use a 7, uses a 6, 1, and then just arbitrarily, let's say we're using, let's just illustrate this on the board here. Let's say we're using 2, 5. Now it leaves us with a 3 and a 4 to play with, right? It could be 8, 3, can't use the 6 to make up 9. Right, 4, 4, 8, oh, sorry, 8, 4, okay, 8, 4, 7 might be broken, right? So if you're using 2, 5, it'll be 8, 4, 8, 4, 5, and then we're using the 5 again, right? And then the 1 would be somewhere here. So that can't work. And if we do the other possibility, which is 3, 4 here, which leaves us with nothing in here to work at all. So I think 7 is broken as well. So this can't be 7 or 6. Now we're into the good stuff, which means if we're guaranteed to have an 8 here, right? 8, 7, 9, 8, which means now this can't be 4, 8. This is either 2, 4 or 3, 6. 2, 4 or 3, 6. So if we're using the 8, this would have to be 3, 5, because 2, 6 would make nothing work here. So let's think about that real quick. 8, 7, 3, 5 makes this a 2, 6. Sorry. Makes this a 2, 4, rather. Can't be a 5, can't be 8 or 7. So it's either 6 or 9. If we use the 9, no, neither works. Nothing works. Okay, so it can't. So this has to be 9 then. 9, 8. 9, 8 still leaves us with 2, 4, 3, 6. Now, 9 can be 2, 7. 2, 7 would be 3, 6. Still leaves us with a 2, 4. And it could be 4, 4. Okay, it could be anything. But this can't be 8, 9. Which means what? If this is a 5, this will have to be 2, 4. With the 4 here, 2 here. So let's just write this down here. 4 here, 2 here. The 1 has to be outside. This would be a 3. If this was a 6, we can't use 2, 4 because then this will have nothing. So if it's a 6, we will have to go with 3, 6, and that's not possible. So this can't be a 6, period. And if we go 7, we can go 6, 3, 4, and then again the 1 is outside somewhere. So what is left to play outside here? If we go 4, 5, this will have to be 3, 6, 7. Will require the 4, so it can't be 4, 5. If we go 3, 6, 3, 6 would make this a 4, 2. 4, 2. This could be a 7 still. Actually, we didn't consider that. This could be 7 with a 5 here. And this can be a 2 outside here. So yeah, 3, 3, 6 looks like it might work. 3, 6, 4, 2. 4, 2 doesn't have to be 5. It can be... No, wait. Yes, okay. Right? 4, 2, 7, 5. Yeah, okay, we're okay. 4, 2, 5, 3 doesn't work. So it has to be 4, 2, 7, 5. And then a 3 on the outside. Okay, and then we have 2, 7. If it's a 2, 7, then this is a 5. And that's broken. Because we can't use 2 in here. So this has to be 3, 6. Has to be 3, 6, which means this is 4. That's a 2. 7. That's a 5. And now we have our last bit of our line here, which is a 3. Oh wow, we are we are through. Let me just get rid of these things because they're gonna bother me. We are through. We're through into the. That is 2 lines. Now, these don't have to connect. They could go their own separate ways. Oh, you're right. If they do connect, then they're done, right? So they actually have to go their separate ways. They must, and this was must go that way. So 1, 2, 3, and then one or another. So that makes this the center of that line. 1, 2. This has to be the center of this line. All right. Where do we go from here? I guess. Okay, well we know 9 can't go in here, right? So 9 has to be up here somewhere. We know 9 can't go here. 9 can't go here, here, or here. This has to be a 9. Oh, we're thinking the same thing. I was looking at eights, right? So eights can't go here, so eights has to go in here, which means one of these numbers has to be 9. So this is the 9, right? Eight's in here somewhere, one's in here somewhere. I can probably get rid of this too. I think I understand this well enough. Oh, this one also looks like it's doing one of these things. Little thing, thing. 8-1. What's the other number? The other number can be 2-7. Can be not 3-6. Can be 4-5. So this could be 2-8-4. I think that's all right. This can be 1-5-7. Which I think there's another number that we are forced up here. It's a 1. It says 1-9. Now, this number is not a 9 or an 8. It could be a 7, so it could be 5, 6, or 7. Because again, we need two different things. Although, 5 doesn't work, right? Because we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 here, so this can't, and 3 actually. This can't be 5. 6, we've got 1, 2, 4 here, so I think 6 is also not working out. Yeah, so I think this has to be a 7. 1-8 pair work? 2 1-8 pairs? Yeah, you're right. There could be a 1 here and another 8 here. They just flip-flop. Yeah, I think you're right. So, gotta keep that in mind. Cheese on rice. That's a lot of things it could be. Okay, let's think about here. 1, 2. So we got 3, 5, and 6. Can't be 3. So 5 and 6. It can only be a 5 and 6. Yeah? Agreed? Agreed. 5 and 6, which means this is a 1 and 2, which means this is the 1. And now, actually, we no longer can have the 1-8 situation. That's a 4, that makes 5, that's a 6-5, which goes back into here. Nine cannot be here. Now we've got this line. This is not a 9. Could possibly be an 8. 1 and 2 are taken. Which means it can't be a 5. Also means it can't be a 6. So it's a 7 or 8 again. We are left with what? 1 and 2 like that. Might as well throw in some of these numbers in here. Why not? This can be 3 or an 8. Three in box 9? 3 in box 9. We got 3 spots for box 9. Or 3 in box 9. Row 7, column 8. So you're saying 3 has to be in here somewhere? I am inclined to agree. Yeah, and we can't use 4. Well, yeah, if we use 4, we have to use the 3. Can't use the 4. 4 here. Can't use the 3 here. So this can't be a 4 at all. Actually, that's an interesting thing. Where does the 4 go? 4 could go here and go with the 3 here. But one of these has to be a 4. One of these has to be a 4. But I think you're right. I think 3 needs to be here. This has to be a 1. This has to be a 1. Which goes with a 6 or a 7 here. Leaving us with the 3 here to go with a 4 or 5 here. That's an 8, that's a 7. Is that a 6, 4, 5? I like the old one better. This one is way too distracting. The little fireworks was less distracting, if you would believe it. And this is a 4 or a 7. This is 2, 8, and 6. Okay. We got another one here. It's actually not that helpful. Or maybe it's trying to be helpful. I think we have to look at what's remaining here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Cannot be a 9, 7, or 8. This also cannot be a 9. This is at the tail end of the. If this is an 8, you'll have to go with a 1 somewhere here. Now we know 9 is here or here, and this can't be a 9 because that would need to be an 8. So 9 has to be here. 8 can only be here or here. 7 can also be here or here. So we have 7 and 8 already locked into there. 6. Actually, we should probably look at this, right? What could this be? This could be a 1, 2. Could be not 2, 3, 3, 4. Could be 4, 5. Could be 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. So these are all possibilities for these thing here. Now we can think about this line. Does it go in here? And I think the answer is no. Right? Because minimum, yeah, minimum this could be is a 3, 5. So it can't go this way. So it has to go straight up. Line has to go straight up. Which means this number, therefore, cannot be a 3. Could be a 5. No, again, 3, 5. This one minimum 5, so it can't be a 5. So it's a 7, 8, or 9. There is a 5 on the dot because 1 in box already. Do you think there's guarantee? Oh, there's a 1 here, you're right. Okay, so yeah, 4, 5, or this is a 5. So then that's the 3 here. That's not a 3, it can't be a 5 either. 7 or 8, this can't be a 7. 8 or 9. 8 or 9, now it has a veer this way. So this is a 1 or a 2. And then goes up, and this is either a 6 or a 5. It can't be a 5, so it has to be a 6. And we're going into a 9. It's not 8. 2, 7, 8, 6. That's a 6. What's this? We are missing a 4 and a 3, and then we're borrowing one of these numbers in here. Okay, so we got another line going in here. We have to think, does it go up or does it go to the left? Doesn't matter. Well, okay, let's see. This is either 3, 4, 7, or 8, right? If it's a 7 or if it's an 8, we have to hit a 9 here, right? 1, 2, yeah, we have to hit a 9 here, so this can't be an 8. Now, if it's a 7, we could hit the 8 here, and then we hit the 1 here. So 7 is still viable. 7 going to the 8, which means this would need to be a 5. So 7, 5, 8, 3, 1. That's totally possible. 5, 8. I don't think we can go up, right? Because 3, 4, 3, 4, 6. This number is too high. Right, because 3 and 4 will make a 7. So we can't go up, so we have to go to the side. We're going in here. So this is our center number, which means this can't be 3. So it's either 7 or an 8. If it is a 7, then this has to be a 3 or a 4. I guess I could go straight across. I was just thinking, wouldn't be able to take this. If it's an 8, can't use a 4 at all. If it's a 7, they both work. They both work. Okay, what numbers are we not using in this row? Let's think about that way, shall we? Like 1 to 9 are stuck here. 9, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 to 9 are stuck on the left side though. But we do have a spare number that we can use. This can't be enough though. If we could confirm that this line goes here, then we know this can't be a 9. But I don't think we can guarantee that. Because I think it could do this. This is totally viable. If this was an 8, this would have to be a 5. Ah, okay, let's think about it this way, actually. I don't think, I'm going to argue that this has to be a 9 because the line can't go here. Which means the line therefore has to go here and then back this way or to this way. And I'm going to argue it has to go here. because if this was an 8, then this would be 5, which means we need a 3, which we'll grab from here. If this was a 7, oh no, this could be a 5 and we grab a 2 from here. I thought there was nothing that could make the 7. Alright. When in doubt, do a quick Sudoku scan. Make ourselves feel like we're making some progress by just dropping down a few pencil marks here and there. Freshen up the cogs a little bit, you know. If row 2, column 5 is an 8, then row 2, column 7 will be 7. So row 2, column 8, never 7. Okay, so if this is, what you're saying is that if this is an 8, this must be a 7. So the only alternative is if it's a 3, right? So the only alternative would be 3, which means we need another 5 somewhere. So 3, 5, 3. We can't grab that 5 because of this. Yeah, I think that's sound logic. So either 7 is here, or this is an 8, which forces a 7 to go here, which means this can never be a 7. So that's what, therefore this is a 5, which means that's a 4, that's a 7. But no, that's not right. What? The fog did not clear up. So what's wrong with our logic here? The logic is that we can grab the 4. This could be a 4. Because we can grab a 4 here. So it could be 4, 5, 8, 3, 4. And that is possible. And we do not use 7 here. Yeah. Just saw that. So, but there's got to be something here. Can we force this, for example, to always be 5? Right? Because if this is 8, this has to be a 5. No questions about it. If this is a 7, this can't be a 7. Cannot be a 7. Therefore, it's a 3 or a 4. 3 or a 4. Which means, if it's a 4, then this can't be a 4. So this would be a 5. So we have to look in a situation where this is a 3. In a situation where this is a 3, where would it get the 4? If it grabs from here, up here, then this has to be a 5 again. If it grabs from here, that's the only other spot it can grab a 4 from. This still cannot be a 4. So I think no matter the case, this always is a 5. What was wrong with my logic there? I'm just saying no. Right? Let's go back. I'm pretty confident in this. It could have been 3, 4 in row 1 and row 2. So if this is a 3, 5, 7, we'll have to grab the 2 from here actually. There's no other place we can grab the 2. And then this will have to be a 4 to go with the 3. And if we grab the 4 from up here, then this can't be a 4 anyways. So there's always a 5. So this is always a 5. No worries. I mean, it took a while for me to see it anyways, right? So. I mean, you definitely have been helping more than you have been misleading. So, if you if you're 90%, 80%, that's still pretty good. This cannot be a 9 now, because that is on our little lavender line here. Okay. Once more into the breach. I'm going to argue that this can't be a 9, because this 1, 2 will require a 8 or a 7 to make that one a 9, and we can't grab 8 or 7 from here. I think that's a 9. Oh, I was wrong. Dead wrong. What did I miss? If we have a 9 here... Oh, we can... Wait. Can we grab a 7 from here? No, we cannot. They have to be orthogonal. Wait, let me try to figure this one out myself. If this was a 9, we would need a 7 or an 8, right? Oh, my pencil mark is here. I wrote 6s instead of 8. That's what happened. Okay, so it is possible. So this could be a 9. Okay. I wrote 6s instead of 8. I blame my pencil marking. I blame the late hour. Okay. Where do we look at next then? 6, 7. I'm going to argue the line can't go here though. I think that's fair. Yeah. Okay, so the line has to go down for sure, which means we can make 8, we can make 9. And I don't see no 8 here. That has to be 9. So which means this is a 2, 7, 3, 6, and then here it's got to be 8. This cannot be a 9, that's a 4. 4 can go into a 5 or 3, it has to be a 3. That makes this a 2, that's a 7, that's a 6. That's a 1, that's a 3. I think it's cracked. 2 and 5. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Where is the crack? Where are the seams? Not too bad, not too bad. 38.44. I think I would have gone there a little bit slower. Definitely drunk chess provided some help. There were some tips, especially like, hey, the lines can't both be connected down here. I think this was particularly helpful because I didn't spot that right away. There was another logic somewhere along the line. Oh yeah, the 3 here, definitely very helpful. And sometimes you were even right. Yes.